Hey guys, welcome back to this Thinking in JavaScript 2. In this lesson, we are going to write a program that grades students based on scores. You remember in Thinking in JavaScript 1, we learned how to build an application that would find the area of a rectangle using JavaScript. We use the basic concepts to do that, and in this video, we are going to use the basic concepts to write a program that will grade students based on their scores. I'm going to use these parameters as listed here. This is not what's used in the real world, but it's because we are creating our own system. These are grades and the scores. So we are going to use these parameters to do it. As you can see here. So if you get less than 60, you fail. Between 65 and 60 is C minus and the rest in that order. Now let's head into our Visual Studio Code or our code editor. Any code editor that you use, you can follow this and do as it is. Now let's head into our Visual Studio Code. And in my Visual Studio Code here, we are going to start with a variable. We are going to create a variable called scores. So let's scores equal to, let's say, 79. Let's score equal to 79. So there's a scores. So if score is 79, we can say if score is greater than 89 and score is less or equal to 100, we can say console log A plus. This code right here means if the score is more than 89 and is less or equal to 100, the student should get A plus. If you really know mathematics, if you say something is greater than, that means it's not part, or more than. Score is more than 89, that means 89 is not part. Score is more than 89, score is less or equal to, so if score is greater than 89, that means it's 90 going. If you really understand mathematics, you know that 89 is not part. It's 90 to 100. Now let's move on to our grading system. We first set the first set of the grading system. Now you're going to do this over and over and over again. You can say else if. And else if it's an argument, we are adding more to it. It's not just else. Else if means there are more arguments that we are going to add, which is going to charge the scores. So score is, so if the score is greater than 79, is greater than 84, and score or is 80, I think it's 80. So let's say 79. If score is greater than 79 and score is less than 90, you can say console.log A minus. This also right here, you have to understand it means the same thing. It is greater than 79, that means it's between 80 and 89. So if you get between 80 and 89, you are getting A minus. That's what it means. Now let's copy all these and let me paste this here. And also paste this here, paste this here. I think it's good. And I'm going to change this to B plus. And this course, the B plus is going to be greater than 74 and also less than 80. And the B minus is going to be greater than 69, less than 75. And the C plus is going to be greater than 64, less than 70. Let's copy this and paste it right here. It's going to be C minus. So if score is greater than 59 and score is also less than 65, then I'm going to get C minus. And then it's going to be our last argument, which is if the score is less than 60, you failed. I use this. And now we are going to bring our last argument. It's going to be else. Else console or log invalid score. Now let's start from the top. Let me make some comment on this. The top right here, if score is greater than 80 and also less or equal to 100, it means between 90 and 100. If score is greater than 79, less than 90 is between 80 and 100, is 80 and 90, 80 and 89 sorry. And if the score is greater than 74, less than 80, between 75 and 79. If the score is more than 69, also less than 75, is 70 to 74. If the score is more than 64 and also less than 70, is 65 to 69. And if the score is more than 59, also less than 65, is 60 to 64. And the score is less than 60, you failed. That means any number less than 60. Any number that less than 60, you failed. Else, if the number is not part of the argument of the statement, that means you are out of the zone. So the score is invalid. Now let's try the scores right here. 79, if we run this, you can see B plus. 79 is B plus. Sorry, if you get 79, you get B plus. Between 79, if your score is more than 79, also less than 90, that is going to be B plus. Let's say 80, you are going to get, so if you get 78, it's going to be also, wait, I think there is a mistake. Let me remove this equal sign from there and let me write well. And also, yeah, 78 cannot be B plus. I think B plus is between 80 and 89. So if the score is more than 79 and the score is also less than 90, it should be between 80 and 89. So that should be A minus. Okay, that's all B plus. So if you get 73, B minus. If you get 69, C plus. If you get 55, you failed because you got less than 60, as the program says, as we built it based on this. That's how we did it inside the Visual Studio. And if you write any number outside the numbers that we say, so if someone gets 101, invalid score, it's nowhere to be found. The thing starts from less than 100. That's the biggest number. So if the thing exceeds the biggest number, else invalid score, your score is literally invalid. If you say 120, you got 120%, it's invalid score. But if you get 100%, you get A plus. If you get 99, you get A plus. If you get 40, 34, you failed. If you get 59, you failed because any number less than 60, you fail. But if you get 60, you get C minus. Oh, that's how it works. Okay, this is the end of this video. If you have any questions, you can put in the comments. And if no questions, let's carry on. With our next one, we are going to also do something amazing. In a Thinking in JavaScript 2, in a Thinking in JavaScript 3, you are going to also build something which is more advanced that you use your language. This is not the only way you can build a grading system, not just this if statement. You can also use switch statement, which is very, very simple, using cases and the rest. All right, I'll end it here. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.